But today is the World Safer Internet Day. Now, here's what you need to know. Industry players are dedicating February 8th to dialoguing on ways to provide a safer and better internet where every user gets to use the internet responsibly and without getting their data leaked. Now, the Safer Internet Day, some agencies here in Ghana and around the world are dedicating this week to ensuring that they strategize on how to make the cyberspace safe, especially for children. Now, in 2021 alone, cybersecurity authorities telling us that they received about 18,000 reports of cases relating to online abuse, raising questions about safety online. Joining me now is the Executive Director for Child Online Africa, Awai Damamenya. Such a pleasure, Madam, to be hearing from you on this day of the celebration. First of all, what's the status in terms of safety for children, particularly in Ghana? You deal with Africa, but particularly in Ghana. What can you say about the status in terms of safety measures for children here in Ghana using the cyberspace?
Good afternoon and happy Safer Internet Day to you.
Thank you.
And your viewers. When we talk about safety in Ghana, online safety habits, I will look at it from the behavioral perspective. How much are we seeing content that we are not happy about in the space? Do we see a lot of young people now posting things that they are not supposed to post? Do we have a situation where they are just there and doing other things that they are not supposed to do? So clearly, those are the things, and the statistics you churned out from the Cybersecurity Authority will be the best fit for the country because they are the center that receives the information or reports and complaints. The few we receive do not come to us, but go to the providers directly. So in essence, that's what I could say to that. But on a whole, there has been less reporting when it comes to Africa in general. We don't report incidents, and that is what providers or the platform owners are telling us. In one of the sessions we held online this morning, Facebook has reiterated that Africa is the least reporting continent that they have. And so they are trying their best to escalate information just so people can report appropriately. And it is also one of the reasons why we started what we call this Africa Safer Internet Day, because we thought that Safer Internet Day in itself, yes, it was started in Europe, and we don't want to just be imbibing content. We want to have homegrown solutions. We want to have solutions that are influenced by our cultural values. So, which is why we started what we call the Africa Safer Internet Day as Africans. And yes, we promote the same thing, but then in a contextualized manner.
These issues that you're talking about appear to be a bit far away, normally when the issue of internet safety comes on board. How are you breaking this down to the average parent who's watching us right now, or even a child who's watching right now? How much of a concern should it be for us, those of us who are online using social media or the internet? Okay,
so that's a good question. I don't think I will even talk about the concern alone. We put out what we call the digital assessment test this morning. We want parents to take the test and just know their engagement level, whether they are reckless engagers in the space, and let their children take it too. When you get the result, you know what to do. That is the simplest way to explain to you that, okay, you are engaging rightly or wrongly. Because we all don't have the same literacy level, there is no hard and fast conversation around saying that, okay, when you do this, it's right, when you do this, it's wrong. Someone might be engaging in the same thing, but has a way of protecting himself or herself. But again, if you have a problem with remembering your password and you are still using your phone number to connect to social media, then that one, it's a fundamental concern that you need to look at again and reform your ways of doing things, because, I mean, it's neither here nor there. The next moment you start talking about hacking,
Right.
So clearly, those are hygienic practices you should exhibit online, and taking a test will help you a lot.
Let's take on the figures. The Cybersecurity Authority is indicating to us that 18,000 odd reports as at 2021. I don't know what the breakdown is for children, but largely what has been that trend of cyber attacks online? In which form does it come, and how does it affect children especially?
Sometimes it could come in any form. Now that we were all compelled to go online during the pandemic, clearly some children who are using WhatsApp and Facebook are not supposed to be on now, but then they are on because they have the devices. Now, one thing is, if they don't report incidences, there's no way we could know the numbers. We only have to be looking at the situation online and then make that observation to say that, okay, here is the situation and all of that. So I am not in a position to call out the figures, but I wouldn't also want to say that it's on the increase. Once reporting is going on, then kudos, we have something that is collecting the figures and the statistics for us. Maybe by next week, we will be able to give you some definite numbers, because as part of the celebration this year, the whole of the 16 regions, they are undertaking a basic research, which we are calling a community scorecard, to see what the situation is on the ground for children below 12 years. So that is what we can tell you from a scientific point of view.
Your expertise deals with minors, and obviously the state must come through with some protection. What do you have to say about government policies and how we could reform it to increasingly protect children who are online?
I'm not sure. I would say that the policies, even though some of them are in black and white, they don't really go to influence the situation on the ground. So we have things sitting in the Children's Act, we have things sitting in the Cyber Security Act now at 1038.
Well, it appears that we've lost Awo Aidamamenya there, but it's still the Safer Internet Day celebration, and we'll keep our eyes on the activities that will be rolled out throughout the week.